Hello all, welcome back to Serenity Shed, a source of imagination, and I want to talk to you today about fairies. I am half Irish and half English by my parents, so obviously in Ireland there's a big thing on fairies. And also I have Welsh ancestry. Again, they have fairies. I think most places do have fairies here and there. So in Wales, which I'm going to talk about the Welsh fairies, and I hope I'm going to pronounce this correctly because I'm not Welsh, I'm Welsh descent. It's called the Twlwyth Teg, or Teg, Twlwyth Teg, which are fairy folk. I have a little few stories here, so I thought you might like to hear them. One of the Welsh stories is called The Fairy Bride. Now, long ago, a poor farmer's son saw a beautiful fairy woman rise up from the waters of Llyn Fan Fach, which is in the lake of Carmarthenshire. Seeing her there in all her beauty, in the gentle waters, he offered her some of his bread, but she wouldn't take it at first. So after several attempts, she agreed to take some bread with him. And then they got to know each other, and she agreed to marry him, but only if he never struck her 3 blows, which were like taps. They married and lived happily for many years, and they had children together. But over these years he tapped her. One was on their wedding day, when she wept so much. Another time was in irritation, when they argued. And lastly, one was in playfulness, when they were messing around joyfully. He tapped her accidentally. Bound by her promise, she on the 3rd tap vanished back into the lake. Their children grew up, and they became great doctors. Another one of the fairy stories is called The Changeling. Now, the Twlwyth de Teg, I can't say it properly, honestly. I do apologise. My husband would probably say it better than me because he's Welsh, but I don't have him here at the moment. I'll say Twlwyth Teg. Right, I think that's the way you pronounce it. Well, these fairy folk were known to sometimes steal human babies, leaving a fey child in its place. A changeling child would often look sickly or somewhat different, and would cry endlessly. A tale was known of a mother who tricked her changeling into revealing its true age. The mother had brewed an ale in an eggshell. On seeing this, the fairy child laughed aloud, forgetting himself. Though I am as old as the mountains, I have never seen ale brewed in an eggshell, he said. Then, realizing his error, the fairies returned the human baby to its mother, and he vanished. And the other thing is about fairy rings. Well, we all know if you have a ring of mushrooms, that's a fairy ring and you shouldn't enter it. But in Wales, they also believed that darker rings or richer grass, or darker grass patches which were round in shape, were where the fairy folk had danced at night. And anyone who entered the ring risked being trapped and made to dance with the fey folk for what they seemed only minutes. But when they managed to escape, years had passed away in the human world. The Twlwyth Teg are playful fae, and sometimes they're blessed with gifts, music and healing. But if disrespected, they could punish those harshly. They represent both the beauty and danger of the other world in Welsh lore. I hope you like that little bit on fae. I shall be adding more. I should be adding more on. See, here we go again, mispronouncing my words. I shall be adding more on fays because I do like fays actually, and I've got a few little fays in my garden. And I like to say, fays aren't always. Some fays can be beautiful and very enchanting, and other fays can be quite ugly. But it's not always, beauty isn't always in the eye of the beholder, is it? It's what's inside that counts. So you may have an ugly fae, but you might be beautiful inside, or she. Or you might have another fae that could be very ugly, beautiful but ugly. And that goes for real life as well. Well, anyway, thank you for listening to my little Welsh stories, folklore on fays. And I do apologise about the Welsh pronunciation yet again. And I will be adding more to fairies here. All right then. So thank you. Please like and subscribe. Bye 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 bye. I hope you all liked my video on fairies. And I have this little book that I've been making up. You can see it's got Girls Will Be Girls on the front. That's my name I go by. And it's got lots of things in here. I've been doing different ones and stuff. And I have got one here, a poem that I've done. I don't want to do that one. There we go, on fairies. And I hope you like it anyway. So, Whispers of the Fairy, or Fairies. In twilight's hush, where soft wind plays, the fairies wake from dreams of day. They dance on dew and weave the light, then vanish deep in folds of night. Yet sometimes when the stars are near, a laugh of silver fills the ear, a brush of wings, a lantern's glow, and something stirs the world below. So guard your wish and keep it still, for fairies grant what hearts may will. But gifts they give are never free, they bind with threads of mystery. And if you wake at morning's call, with starlight dust upon your shawl, say nothing of the dreams you've known, as fairies claim what's all their own. I hope you liked that. And I've done this lovely little wax seal of a fairy. I don't know if you can see that there. I think it's so cute. I put some little stars on and etc etc. And I've got this nice little one down here as well, a little cobweb. So yeah, that's my little poem book that I'll probably be bringing out now and again for you all. I hope you enjoyed my poem. Please like and comment, thank you, or subscribe. Thank you. Bye.